Okay, hi everybody. We have some different digs today. We are at the Senior Center in Ashland, a very hopping place. Literally, they just finished an exercise class. But we're celebrating Mardi Gras today. Mardi Gras. I'm French, so that means Fat Tuesday in English. And for Mardi Gras, we decided to make some jambalaya. I've never made it before, so you and I will be doing this together. Let's see how it goes. It's basically andouille sausage and chicken and shrimp, of course, with a lot of rice. So it sounds pretty big. We'll just throw it all together and see how it tastes. And we have a lot of people here that are dying to taste it. So let's get started. I'm gonna first start with my, I got a sausage, take the sausage and brown the sausage first. So you'll have to come over to the stove. I don't usually have this big a pot, of course, but this is what they have, and we'll do this together. This is my friend Beth here. Beth is member of the senior club here. Yeah. Yes, we're actually all seniors, you know. I know it's hard to believe. We look like we're in high school, right?
Sure we do.
Yeah, glad we're not hanging since then. All right, so it adds, we need to add a little oil here to the pan. I'm using canola oil because it's most healthy, but you can use vegetable oil, olive oil, whatever you have. So about 3 tablespoons. Just eyeball that. I'll wait till it starts to get hot, and then I'll put in the sausage. And what we're looking for is browning on both sides. Actually, I have andouille sausage here, which is what the recipe calls for, but I love kielbasa. Kielbasa would be good in this recipe too, or any sausage.
I use kielbasa.
Yeah, I like kielbasa too, but the recipe calls for andouille, and they happen to have it at the supermarket, so we went ahead and got it. All right, so let's drop this in. Now, I don't normally cook for this many people, but today we're cooking for about 25 to 30 people. So we're gonna let that crank up a little bit. Let it sit and get brown. All right, so we'll let it sit for a few minutes so it gets brown on all sides. Now, because I've never made this before, I do have a recipe and I'm gonna check on it. I mean, I've pretty much made it in my head already, which is a good idea. I don't think you can really mess this up. And I've got chicken broth going here because that's going to help cook the rice when we add the rice to it. But that's not for a while yet. Okay. All right, we're getting nice and brown. All right, so let it sit for a few more minutes. And then what it calls for is we'll take the sausage out. We still have the oil and the grease from the sausage, which is going to cook the vegetables. Oh, yeah, slotted spoon. Yes, I do need that, but I don't think we're done yet. Getting nice and brown. Too bad you can't smell this because it smells pretty good. Makes you hungry, doesn't it?
Oh, it does.
You're going to have to go home and make this tonight. I would go home and make this, except Dan, my husband, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like sausages. I make fun of him on every show because he's so fussy. I'll tell you, he's wonderful and he's very healthy, so there's something to be said for that. Maybe it's because he's got such a good wife. And Beth, we have a bowl full of vegetables behind, like peppers, onions, celery. That's the base. Oh, these look really good. Look at that. Yum. And if you don't like sausage, we've got chicken. If you don't like chicken, we've got shrimp. You got to find something you like. It's nice to look forward to the luncheons that they have here at the senior center. You know, if you're at home and you got nothing to do, come on up here. You want to play some cribbage? There's guys here that will play cribbage, and they'll teach you sewing classes and painting classes and computer classes.
The lunches are on Mondays, and you do have to sign up the week before and get $50.
Uh-huh.
And we publish the menus in our
In the newsletter.
yeah, so you know.
All right. So here's what we have here. I chopped up celery, green pepper, red pepper, and I put lots of thyme. It called for lots of fresh thyme. So that goes in there. Sizzle, sizzle. Green pepper, celery, and red pepper, and the thyme. But my onions were chopped so fine, I waited a few minutes before we add those. But of course, you have to add onions to it. And don't tell Danny. He doesn't like onions, but he has no clue that everything he eats has onions in it. Don't tell him. Okay, so we'll wait till this cooks down a little bit. And I will add some of the seasoning. Now, it calls for Cajun seasoning, but I couldn't seem to find any at the supermarket. So I'm going to turn that up a little bit. That's good. Okay. So I have Emerald Lagasse. He's got essence of emerald, all purpose. It's got all kinds of good stuff in there. You know, garlic. Let's see. Garlic, spices, black pepper, salt. Good stuff. All kinds of spices. Anyway, forgive me, my glasses. The writing is very small, but trust me, there's a lot of good stuff in there. So I'm adding a couple tablespoons of that because I wouldn't normally add this much at home if I was only cooking for a few people, but we're cooking for a lot of people here. Gosh, that smells good. Oh my goodness. You know when you go to Fenway Park and they sell those big hot dog rolls, those sub rolls, and they put sausage on it with onions and peppers? That's what this smells like. And if it's Mardi Gras time, then opening day can't be far behind. I think we'll have a great Red Sox team this year. What do you think, Beth? Okay, let's see. What's next? Enough. We'll taste it afterwards. I don't want to add too many spices and too much salt. We have salt on the table, and I'm a salt eater, but go ahead, Beth. There she goes. Yeah, let me scrape the pan. Every little bit. Actually, we can put a little water in there. Here, right here. Where's my spoon? This is chicken broth. There. Every last bit. Okay. All right, that will, yeah. We're just going to heat that up for a few minutes, and then we're going to add the chicken broth and the rice. Yeah. We're going to put in the sausage and any juices. and the chicken. This is, you can chop up chicken thighs if you want, but I thought, let's cheat a little bit, because I'm the casual gourmet, you know, and we bought 2 rotisserie chickens. All right, I'm going to start adding this, and we can mix it up. And then we're going to put in the rice, and then say a prayer.
The recipe calls for 1.5 cups of rice. So how much?
Well, this is double and a half, so
1.5, okay.
there's 4 cups of rice there.
There's 4 cups of rice in here?
Yep. Then if there's any leftovers, we send them down to the WACA studio, see? All right, why don't you stir it up while we do that? That looks pretty good, Beth, doesn't it?
Actually, it really does.
You're not surprised, are you?
No.
Okay, there's a lot of liquid in there, so because we have to cook the rice in there. And that's going to take maybe 20, 25 minutes. So we'll have to go in the other room and sing and dance and tell jokes while we're waiting for the rice to cook. There's 4 cups in there. I already measured it. And it says to cover it, we'll cover it so that the liquid doesn't evaporate. We want it to be absorbed by the rice.
Right.
Okay. Let me get the cover. It's right there. Okay. All right, last but not least, jambalaya has shrimp. So we have andouille sausage, we have chicken, and I just added the shrimp. And there again, I cheated. I bought shrimp that's already cooked and deveined and peeled and everything. And but you need to heat it up a little bit. So I'm just throwing it in the mix, and it'll heat up, and we are ready to go. Yay! There we are.
Welcome to the Senior Center here in Ashland. And this is June. She's our new cook who's helping us out, bringing seniors together every Monday and once a month with June.
We do something special on that once a month. Today, although today is Tuesday,
Yeah,
right?
We'll pick a day.
But it's Mardi Gras. And so we decided to do something very Mardi Gras-ish, jambalaya. And actually, it's the first time I've ever cooked it. And I think came out pretty good. What do you think?
It came out excellent.
Yes, yes,
Very
yes.
delicious.
Yes. There'll be a quarter under your plate for every compliment I get. And they looked. She picked it up to look.
That was great.
Yeah. Well, anyway, you should come down sometime and enjoy. I'm amazed by the activity going on here, the camaraderie, the friendships. It's wonderful. Not only that, it's a beautiful place. It's the ambiance is wonderful. So I'm having a ball, even though I'm cooking in the kitchen, which is something I love to do. But so I'll be back. Thank you, Candace, for inviting me.
Pasta primavera?
Next month, April 23rd, pasta primavera. Spring vegetables like asparagus, spring peas. Of course, I can't put any of that in because Dan doesn't like that stuff. So I'm glad I'm cooking here and can use it.
We
He's
look
a
forward
fuss
to having
budget,
you
yes.
back.
I'll be here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Candace.
Jambalaya was excellent.
Thank you.